Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Kreative Cast with me, Kevin Kreative, and Merry freaking Christmas. We did it, baby. We made it to a podcast right on Christmas. I can't believe the very first year I started doing this, I just happened to land on Christmas. That's perfect. I love it. Love that. It's a great holiday and a great time. So what the freaking heck is up with all of you? It's been another lovely month of just cranking away at the channel for me. So what's going on with you? Did anybody get anything good? Nothing but coal, I'm sure. But hopefully a few of you little good eggs got something. I know I did. I got myself a few nice little dingers, so I'm very happy. I got lots of stuff this year. I actually haven't gotten a lot of stuff for Christmas in a long time just because there's nothing that I've really been wanting or needing. But this year just happened to line up. There was a bunch of games that went on sale that I wanted. There's a bunch of model kits that came out that I've been waiting for reissues. So I said, throw it. Let's get them. Let's see. Let's just run through the little Christmas list here that I got. Let's see. I got myself Sparkling Zero for Dragon Ball Z. I actually finally tested it out. I just wanted to give it a couple rounds just to see what was what. And I had to lower everything because right when the game starts, I just put everything on high just because I didn't know what to expect. It was like when Goku was training on his spaceship to Namek when he was going up against Frieza. It was just freaking slow. He was just moving at about 5 frames a second. It was annoying. And then when I lowered it to medium, it was a little bit better. I just lowered it to the lowest settings. I haven't had a chance to actually try it out, but I'm hoping that did the trick because, yeah, it's a bit of a rough go just trying to get one single fight out. It's not like it was glitching or anything or clipping or nothing like that. It was just like when Vegeta and Trunks were training in the gravity room, just slowly taking a step by step, and I'm hoping turning the settings to low is the equivalent of going to Super Saiyan. So let's hope for the best because I'm freaking excited for that game. I'm so ready to play for the channel. I'm hoping it's going to work out. It's going to look great because it'll be a real good time. I'm excited to have another Budokai Tenkaichi type game. And I know everybody else is too. Hopefully that'll be the case. It'll be awesome. I got myself Assassin's Creed Mirage. I figured screw it. I love that series. It's a great franchise. Why not? So I picked up the latest addition to the series, and I'm excited to go through it. I've been putting in a good amount of work. I will admit it's nothing too special in terms of the Assassin's Creed series. I feel like it's just kind of in the middle in terms of where it lays. It's not amazing, and it's not terrible. It's just, when you think of Assassin's Creed, this is kind of it. And that's what it is. So, can't complain. Personally, I will say Baghdad just isn't the most exciting landscape for me. I don't think I'm the most interested in it. It's a cool layout, don't get me wrong. It's fun to explore and see all this stuff. But I don't know, man. When it came to Odyssey and Origins, those two games really crushed it with just the beauty of the environment. Valhalla was a bit, same thing. People say it's not the greatest to explore. But I personally like that era better, Vikings and everything, so I really enjoyed that one. But Mirage is still a good time. I'm having a good time with it. It's fun to run around and kill people. What can I say? I got Dark Souls 1 and 3. I'll get 2 at the next sale. I figured I'll get the first one just because it's the first one. It's a nice remaster. It looks beautiful. And then 3 because it was on sale with the season pass. So, hard to argue with that. And I think it'll be a good time. So we'll get 2 at the next one. There's no rush. These are freaking Dark Souls. They're going to take forever. I probably won't even start one of them by the time the next sale comes around and I get it just because there's just so much I got to take care of. Hitman, I decided to get the Hitman series. Those were dirt cheap. I got it for $2 or $3. World of Assassination. I figured that'll be a good time, and we could play through it, do a few episodes. We'll probably finish the series. Why not? Why not just go through the whole thing? It'll be fun. Like I said, it's always a good time just to run around killing people. So we'll probably play that game for a bit, and eventually, once I get a thumbnail and everything going. Mighty Number 9. I figured screw it. I love Mega Man. This is kind of Mega Man. Why not? We'll give it a shot. I will say, if they made model kits of the designs from Mighty Number 9, I'd be down. I'd buy them. Any Mega Man model kit, I'm basically in. More or less. But for the most part, I'm in. I'm still waiting for that base EXE to go on sale, to drop. They've got that and Sigma. I'm probably going to get up both. I'm basically done collecting model kits, which is freaking amazing. What a weight to be lifted. I have an enormous backlog that's just going to last me forever, so I basically don't have to do that anymore. I don't have to keep up. I don't have to worry. Just whatever comes out, and if I get it, I get it. We all know that the Bolt Gundam is pretty much guaranteed to happen. It'd be pretty crazy if the HD Bolt Gundam just never came out with everything else that's coming out. So I think it's safe to say that's coming, and then that's kind of it. But what else did we get? Corn Kid 64, it's another fun little one I've been excited for. I'm going to be honest, in terms of the aesthetic with the gloomy goth vibe, I'm not the biggest fan of that in terms of the like PS1, Nintendo 64 era. They did that a lot with those types of games where it's just like a lot of dark skies and dark areas, and there's like always like a Halloween level type thing. And these types of games, it's already kind of hard to navigate, and then you throw in just very dark environments with a lot of blacks and grays and browns, and it just makes for a tricky situation where I'm just going to be falling off of things a lot. But we'll see. I've heard nothing but good things about it, so I'm excited. I love 3D platformers, so I'm ready to give it a go. Elden Ring, very excited for that. I said screw it. It was on sale for $35. I figured that's probably as best it's going to get. I can't imagine we'll see this for much less than that. Again, this is another one where it's like Dark Souls, where I'll get to it eventually, and who knows when that'll be, but it's going to be a long series, and I can't wait to play it. Gary's Mod, of course, classic. Got to throw that in there. It's like $5. What else? Oh, my buddy Kobe. Shout out to my boy Kobe. He got me Left 4 Dead 2, so we're going to have to play that sometime. Hopefully he'll be down to play for the channel. I just need to make a thumbnail for that and find a time where we can link up, and then there you go. He sent me Left 4 Dead 2, so I decided to send him Worms Armageddon. I'm hoping that's another one we could play together just because it's a fun game, fun time. It's a nice little multiplayer rigmarole where we can just goof around, and that's what this channel's all about. What can I say? And then there's Mirror's Edge. I was like, I don't know, $4. Screw it. Had a good time with it when it originally came out in like 2009 or something. I borrowed it from my school classmate, and then I think I beat it. I think it was good enough to where I beat it, so figured for $4, why not? Throw it in there, we'll play it for the channel. Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. That's another one where I'm hoping I could play with my buddies. Again, fun little game just to goof around. I think that'll be a good time, and yeah. So just a lot of stuff that I was just kind of thinking like, what would be good for the channel, and also like that I've been wanting to play. Oh, Another Crab Story. That's a good one. Or Another Crab Story. Another Crab's Treasure. I'm excited to play this one. A Dark Souls type of game in a very bright, vibrant environment. Yes, I'm in. I've already got a bunch of thumbnails worked out for a lot of these games, so I'm excited to hopefully bust them out. Psychonauts 2, why not? Again, another one that was like, I don't know, $3, $4. Threw it in there. Got a lot of good games that I'm excited to make thumbnails for, play for the channel, and all that good stuff. And there's a ton more. There's a ton more that I want to get. It's just a matter of, splitting things up. Can't get everything at once, so they'll go on sale again. I'm sure there's going to be some sort of spring cleaning sale, and then the prices will drop again, and I'll pick them up then. After I finish recording this, I think I might just jump back into Sparking Zero, give that a try. Like I said, I had to lower all the freaking settings just to get it to work. So hopefully we'll get another shot, and it'll be a good time, because I do love Dragon Ball Z, and I love these types of games. So please, no more issues. I just want to play and enjoy it. Let's see. I finished my RG Evangelion kit. So I think last time we talked, I was working on it, and now I'm freaking done. It ain't even freaking January yet, and I'm already done with it. So super happy about that. Not only that, I filmed a bunch of shots of it for making a video, and once the video's done and up, I can send this one on out to its future owner. So I'm excited. I don't want to give away who it is yet, but I feel like if you know, you know. It's pretty obvious. It's a Evangelion unit. Who likes Evangelion on the internet? I mean, I'm sure there's lots of people, but I don't know. We'll see. I'll send it out. Hopefully he'll open it on camera, and then you'll all see the mighty Kevin Kreative sends off his work. Yes. I'm currently working on a car model kit. I think I mentioned this before. Almost done with it. I'm actually very happy. It's coming along swimmingly. Pretty much everything is done being painted, and then I just need to glue it together, and then that's it. This weekend, I'm hoping to get the last batch of parts done. Maybe not done, but started. I just need to like prime and paint them, and then that's it. So I'll probably get them all primed up this weekend, and then between Christmas and New Year's, I'm hoping to like finish it, because that's going to be a couple of steps right there, because I just need to do basically the outer shell of the car, the main colors and everything. Right off the bat, I need maroon, which is going to be the main color. That's going to be easy enough. But then from there, I'm going to have to do a bit of masking, because it's going to have a stripe on it. So it's going to be a yellow stripe, and then from there, there's going to be a silver stripe on top of that yellow stripe. So there's a bit of layers of masking we're going to have to do. So that's why I'm going to try to like take things as carefully as I can, be a little bit slow about it, because all I do is make mistakes. I just keep trying to rush all this stuff, and I'm very happy with most of it, but there's just these last minute mistakes that happen that just drive me crazy, make me go nuts whenever I'm just putting all this work in, and then final assembly that I scratch something because I'm not paying attention or trying to rush, and I just want it to be done, and it drives me crazy. We're going to take things slow. We're going to be careful. We're trying not to damage as much as we can, and hopefully things will go well. It came with a bunch of clear parts. They're kind of like in a smoky gray for the hood and everything, or for the windshield and everything. I'm debating whether or not to go over with a clear black just to give it a tinted look. Ooh, what if I did like a clear red? Just give it like an evil look. Ooh. Probably just go clear black. I think I'm just going to go with a clear black. It's already kind of darkish, but I don't know. I think I want to try to conceal the inside a bit more. I don't want it to appear as though there's no driver on the inside, I want it to seem like it's a self-automated vehicle, if you know what I'm saying. So I'm hoping that'll come along nicely. We'll see. We'll see how things turn out. I think I have a clear black paint. I have to check. I might have to pick some up. Hopefully I'll have this done by like mid-January, I'm thinking. Oh, I need to order the decals. I keep freaking forgetting. I'll probably have to do that this weekend or next weekend. I need to get those decals going. Because I actually need them for a few projects, now that I think about it. I'm going to have to do that. Hopefully they'll have them on eBay. Snatch them on up. Throw them on in. Because, it'll be a good time. It's going to look great. My stickers came in. Yes, my lovely Kevin Creative stickers. I ordered 1,000 of them. So I found a website that did them at a pretty great price. After shipping, it was basically 12 cents a sticker. So not bad. So I'm pretty happy with that. I've been posting them up around my neighborhood. I just need to keep spreading them around. Just get the word out. I figure if I just cover as much area as I can, I'll get more subscribers. Don't know if that's how it works. I have no idea, but we're going to try it out. I'm slapping them everywhere. It has my QR code, my signature logo, and hopefully people will see it and be interested. I was posting up one sticker on a pole, and there's a guy coming in my direction, so I finished putting it up, and I started walking away, and I noticed that I turned around, and as he was passing by it, he was looking at it. He didn't stop to look at it or anything, but I noticed his head was cranked right over. His eyes were zeroed in right there on the Kevin Creative. So hopefully they'll last. Hopefully people won't be douchebags and tear them down. One thing I'm noticing that I've learned, I'm learning so much from all this, but I've learned that I think what the city does is they put some sort of powder coating on poles and stuff, so that way stickers don't stick, they don't last at the very least. They just peel off after a while. And I'm guessing that's the reason. I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe they just do it for rusting or something, but I feel like it's because they're just trying to get people to not put their stickers up, or if people do put their stickers up, they just don't last there forever, so that way people don't just put up 50 million stickers on every pole, which I guess is fair. Whatever. I'm going to be a little rambunctious and throw my stickers up, and people are just going to have to complain and live with it. Who cares? Got to make my nut any way I know how. I mean, Jesus, I'm not freaking hurting anybody. They're stickers. As much as I don't really care for living in LA, and I'm hoping I can move out in a few years, since I'm here, might as well make the best of it. This is a good city for just promoting. If you want to market yourself and promote yourself and just get eyes on you, this is a good place to be. So we're going to make it work. We're going to try to make it work as much as possible. I basically caught up with year 2 of the Kevin Creative channel. And what I mean by that is I basically have all of next year's videos done. My first video went up in April. It is about to be January, and all the other videos are basically done. So I should be about 4 months ahead, right? Is that the logic? We should be about 4 months ahead. I'm hoping that's how it's going to work out, because now that'll give me time to work on more stuff. So for example, Sparking Zero, I want to start throwing in some videos of this if I can get everything up and running. I want to start interjecting new series into the mix, because right now we have the podcast leading things. Then we have the Let's Play series the following week, which is consistent of 2 different series. So we have Mega Man Battle Network and Ukuleles. I'm able to switch those up so it's not the same thing every time. We got Master Duel on the following one. And then from there, it's the model kit. So basically, what I'm trying to say is there are 4 slots. There's 2 series in one of those slots. The other 3 slots all have 1 series. I'm thinking about just putting in the Master Duel slot. Just like with Ukulele and Mega Man, we swap those off. We can swap off Master Duel and Sparking Zero, and then that'll give us some breathing room with editing and stuff like that. So that's another aspect I want to throw in, is if I create another series for that particular slot, that'll give us some breathing room, so that way we can have more episodes ready that can go out later, and then we can create more stuff. Just a little behind the scenes type production ideas here and there that I'm working on, if anyone's interested in that type of stuff. I like all the background stuff and all the behind the scenes type stuff, so I like talking about it, so that way it helps me think and come up with ideas, and maybe you'll come up with some yourself, and this will help you. So yeah, we're just gonna keep the information train moving and spreading the word. Good old Kevin Creative, spread the word, the good Lord's word. But yeah, I'm glad to be caught up with that. So what I'm thinking is January, I just kind of want to record. I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to spend all of January just trying to record as much as possible. I'm still probably going to be working on model kit stuff as well, but in terms of like other things like thumbnails and editing and stuff like that, filming, I'm probably going to table all that and just focus on recording in the other spare time. And then, yeah, this will push things out and then we can work on other stuff. It's just a nice little snowball effect. And then from there, I'm going to be working on the Transformer model kit. Transform! I've never done a Transformer model kit. I haven't done a lot of model kits. This is my first car one. Evangelion, the EVA one. That was my first ever Evangelion one. And then this Transformer one, it's going to be Skywarp. He will be the first Transformer. The first of two at the very least. I don't know if I'm really going to get too deep into Transformers in terms of model kits. It just kind of depends on which ones they release. I super regret never getting the Fudai Drift model kit. I think I mentioned this before, but I'm really hoping that one gets a reissue. They're like tiptoeing around it. They're reissuing all these other model kits from that series, but not the Drift one. I did get my hands on Hot Rod. I kind of wish I got another one because I did come up with an idea for giving it away. And I could give away this one, but I kind of want to keep it. I actually really do like this IDW Hot Rod design. So I do want to, I think, keep this one. I think when it's all said and done, it's going to look really cool, especially with the ideas I have in mind. So we'll see. I have no plans of doing it anytime soon. Probably not within at least a year, just because there's just so many other projects I want to get done first. We'll get there when we get there. But like I said, right now we're doing the Skywarp, or at least we're going to be working on it. I still need to clip it out, sand it, do all that stuff, so it's going to be a minute, but I'm hoping I can knock that out pretty quickly. And then after Skywarp, I think we decided on X, right? I think it was going to be X. And then I think after X, I'm going to take a slight break from working on projects for the channel and just start working on something that's just kind of for me. Just something that I want to do. I don't know what it is yet. It's definitely going to be a Gundam thing because I feel like out of all the model kits I have, Gundams are probably my favorite. I don't know which one. I don't know which series. I don't know which grade. But I'm thinking Gundam. Probably a high grade. Maybe a master grade. Maybe even a real grade. Who knows? We may even just go into real grade. You know what? No, I'm not going to do a real grade just because I've been doing real grades nonstop. It just feels like it. Like I did the RG New Gundam last year. That took like 6 months, so that felt like a lot. And then I just did this RG Sananju and Evangelion, which those came out pretty quickly. I have to say, I don't feel like those really took too long, which was really nice. I'm noticing that real grades, because they're already pretty well split up into their parts, everything is already in the colors it needs to be. The inner frame is really well broken up. There's just not a lot of masking that needs to be done. We can crank things out pretty quickly on a real grade, which is nice. That being said, I do kind of want to take a break and do something else that's not a real grade. Probably high grade, probably master grade. I'm not really sure. I'm excited to go back to like just a standard Gunpla. Let me just take a look around and see when's the last time I did. What was the last Gundam I did? It was the Zeta 2.0, which, all right, to be fair, that was this year. I mean, that was probably like the second one I did, or no, that was like the third model kit I did this year. Technically the third. No, it don't matter. I did some Bionicles before that, and then I did that, and then since then it's just been the Sananju, Evangelion, this car, then it's gonna be Starscream, X, and then yeah, we'll loop back around. Ooh, what would be a good one to do? I'm just kind of thinking off the top of my head. You know what? Let's pull up the old USA Gundam and see what they got. Oh, that's right. The GQ. I forgot that was recently announced. Let's talk about that for a second. I actually think this is a really cool design. I'm pretty for it. The only thing is I don't really want a high grade of it. So I am going to pass. I think in terms of just like a Gundam design, very cool, very unique. Why not? Just in terms of a high grade Gundam model kit, there's a lot of work that I just don't feel like doing on it. I've kind of realized that like I like putting in all this work, but if the design isn't one that I really care about, there's not a lot of payoff. Like I kind of realized that when I did my SD model kit and even the Daughters. Like I put a lot of work into those. It's nothing all that special. I don't know what to tell you. Like it's a cool SD. It's the Wing Cow Cow. I've brought him up a few times. Like I said, very cool design. I put a lot of work. It looks amazing because of all the work I put into it. But at the same time, I don't know. It's just not a design that I'm all for, so I just don't think about it all that much. And so it's the same thing with this one. I don't want to put in a ton of work into it and then just be like, whatever. So if they ever do a master grade, I'll probably go for it. I think this would make a really cool master grade. Knowing Bandai, they'll probably, if anything, make it a 1/100, whatever they call it, the full mechanics or re-1/100. I think that could work also, but I don't know. We'll see. I passed on the Witch of Mercury. What is the? I don't even remember what it's called. The 1/100 one, the full mechanics re-100. I passed on that one just because I feel like Bandai flopped on that. I think they really could have done a master grade and people would have been down for it. Regardless, they could have done the standard 1/100, waited 6 to 8 months, announced that they're doing a master grade. People would have been all over it. I feel like the window's closing and I don't know. I would get it. But would other people still care? I don't know. I was not a fan of Witch of Mercury. It's not that I don't think it's good or anything. I just don't care. Like, the designs didn't really appeal to me. I watched the first episode, didn't really grab me. I only have one kit from that series. It's the Demi Trainer. I'm going to do that as a custom for like a Ninja Turtle type thing. It has nothing to do with Gundam. And that's that. And that's how I feel about that series. So if they made that into a master grade, though, I would be down. So if they do a master grade of the Ariel, there you go, the Gundam Ariel, I would be for it. I just don't want to get it in that other 1/100 line. Master grade is way better. Sorry, it just is. And that design would fit great with a master grade. I think the popularity has proven itself to be there. I don't even care about it and I would get it. I know that there are crazy diehard fans of that series, so I don't know. Like I said, I'm feeling like that's kind of a slowly missed opportunity, but who knows? Again, when it comes to Bandai and marketing and all that stuff, I just have to assume that they've done their research and they don't think it's worth it. So I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, that being said, this is a very cool design. It makes me think of Redline. I don't know if anyone's familiar with that anime. It's, I think, just a movie. I don't think it was ever like a show or anything like that. But there's like an anime movie called Redline. And yeah, this just gives me feelings of that nature. I don't know. I think I look at this, I think Redline. Evangelion, obviously, everyone's already said it. He looks like an Evangelion unit. I agree. Looks cool. I don't know. What's that? There's like a racing anime where they have super cool futuristic drag racing cars where they can like have rockets in them and the wheels shift and stuff like that. I don't know what the show's called. Makes me think of that. Formula One. This has a very Formula One vibe to it, especially with the box. I don't know. Anyone else? This box art just makes me think of Formula One. Like I said, if they ever make a master grade, I'm in. But high grade, I think I'm just going to have to pass. Psycho Mark II. For now, I'm going to pass. That's just such an expensive, like $110 for a bit expensive. What can I say? For now, it's going to be a pass. If we catch it on a decent enough sale, that could change my mind. Try burning. Should we do the try burning? Am I in a try burning mood? We'll see. We still have, like I said, 3 other models to do before then. So by then, I might be. I'm just trying to think of what I have in my backlog. I do have the tri-burning in my backlog. I have the Kamiki burning and the tri-burning, so could be potential. I was thinking of the Star Winning. It functions as both a SD and an HG. I would probably do it in the HG version and then just leave it like that. I do have 2 because, as always, I don't like to transform my kits, so I would do one in a HG and one in an SD. I do think both are very cool. I think they're both cool and unique. It'd be fun to try one in one style, one in another, and there you go. So potential there, we'll see. Am I in a build fighters mood? It's possible. I was thinking of maybe doing one of the core Gundams. I do have every single version, so that is potential there. I've only ever done one. I've done the original Earth 3, and that's it. And I'm considering maybe the Mars 4. I think that would be a next cool one to do. For some reason, the V2 for a while was really hard to come across. I got it way back in the day, but I was lucky when I got it because it just came and it freaking went. And then I hadn't seen it for a while, but it's back up for pre-order, so if anybody wants it, I definitely recommend. I mean, I haven't built it or anything, but the core Gundam itself is cool. I really like this Earth 3. I think I mentioned it in the video itself, but it really caught me off guard how good that specific design was. I'm glad to have it in every version. I'm going to do every version. Highly recommend it. But it's just a matter of, do I want to do the Mars 4 with the melee weapons, or do I want to do the V2 with long range? Who could say? It's going to be a few months, so by then, who could say? I was actually really tempted to get the high-grade Calibarn. It is very cool looking, but again, I just don't really feel the need to get another high-grade in my backlog. I have so many of them. I just would rather get this as a master grade. This definitely has master grade potential. In terms of its popularity, it is a very cool design. I like the design so bad. I might cave. and get the high grade. I don't know. I've heard such good things about them. But again, this might be just one where we catch it on a sale. There you go. I don't actually own it, so it's definitely not going to be anything I do anytime soon, but just in terms of will I add it to my backlog? Probably not, but if, there's a day where I'm just that bored, I've got the money to spend, maybe I'll go for it. Camphor Amazing is up for pre-order, but I don't know, man. I'm just really dead set on waiting for a master grade Camphor. That's another one where it's just like, how is there not a 2.0 of that? I know that they have the standard master grade. I'm trying to hold off on buying it. I might just cave. because I really just feel like as soon as I buy it, they're going to announce a 2.0. Because I do think that there is going to be a master grade resurgence. I think that sales are going to start to kind of slow down in the high grade. I could be wrong. This is all just my own personal projections of how I think the market is going to go with model kits and Gundam and everything like that. But I think that there's going to be a slowdown with high grades. I think people are going to get kind of tired of them. They're going to be wanting more. Master grades are going to slowly start trickling back into the market and everything. And then we're going to see a resurgence of like a 2.0 Camphor, Calibarn master grade, Ariel master grade. I think this is possible. And by 2020, I'm going to say 2027, we're going to see some master grades popping back up. Not just one in a blue moon. I'm thinking like 2 to 3 a year. Could be wrong, but we'll see. Only time will tell in these type of things. People have been wanting a G-Self master grade for a long time. That's another one where, again, I could see that happening. People have been asking for it. Who knows? I would actually really like a Ver-Ka of the Exia. I don't know why, but for some reason in my head, the Exia would look really cool with the Ver-Ka aesthetic where it's kind of broken up, panel line, lots of decals, that type of thing. I think it could work. So I don't see that happening anytime soon, but it'd be nice, you know? Gonna pass on the Wing Fenice. I know I said that I was a huge Gundam Wing fan and I wanted all of them. I think I might have burnt myself on that. I already have the standard high grade Wing built up. Not the best job, I will admit. I am kind of tempted just to get the Fenice just to replace it because this was one of my early designs and it's okay. But I already did that. I have the master grade in my backlog. I have like pretty much every version of the master grades, every version of the high grades. So I'm thinking Wing Fenice probably gonna have to pass. Don't have it. Don't have plans of getting it. We'll see. What else? What else could possibly be coming out that I may be wanting? Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking core. Thinking it might be the core Gundam. Oh, 00 Diver Arc. I do have that. It is a cool design. And I might be tempted to do that next in terms of Gundams. That might be the next one. I don't know. Now that I'm looking at it, I might just go with that one. Simple enough paint job. Inner frame, white, blue, yellow. That's kind of it. You know what? I would probably have to go a little bit more intense with the green particle effects. I'm just going to leave the clear parts as is. I'm not going to paint them. No fluorescence. Normally I would do something like this, but based on what I've seen, they look pretty awesome right out of the box. So I might just have to leave them. I'm typically a stickler on painting everything and, you know, even if it is clear parts, adding some fluorescence and stuff. But I don't know, man. These ones might be the one where I'm like, you know what? They look good. Let's just leave them. Yeah, it might be the one. We'll see. I'm slowly talking myself into it, but that might be the next Gundam suit that I do. I have a ton of Leos. God damn, I have so many Leos. Not yet. I'm not ready. I want to be in the right mood to do the Leos, and I'm just not there yet. I feel like when they announce the Taurus, I'm going to be like, all right, time to move. Let's get these Leos going because I may want to get a couple of Tauruses in my backlog. And if I have all these Leos clogging up the space, I might not feel the need to buy up a few. I definitely would at least get one Taurus, but I know I'd be happier if I had 3. Let's just put it that way. I was kind of thinking the Shenlong, but I don't know. I'm not really in a wing mood. I gotta be in the right mood, and I'm not feeling wing. Same thing with G Gundam. Those are like my favorite designs. G Gundam and Wing Gundam. I love those designs so much that like I like to save those, right? Those are like the cream of the crop. You don't just have all these burgers lying around and then just eat your steak. You gotta get rid of the burgers first and save that steak for just the right occasion, you know? Why have the steak first? Just to have it first. You know, save it for when your stomach's really empty and you're just craving that bad boy. That's how I feel about all of these wing designs, especially the Okawara ones, the original animation designs, because those are only in the high grade and we don't have master grades of them. I really feel like I just want to hold off and just when I'm in the right mood. I was really tempted to get one of these Bukus, the Gundam, what is it, the Seed, the Zoids looking ones. But the reason I'm passing on them is just because I have a bunch of Zoids and those are clearly peak animal robots. I don't know what to tell you. I have some really awesome custom designs for Zoids I want to do. What are the odds of us getting a high grade Rising Gundam from G Gundam? I'm thinking P Bandai Rising Gundam might be actually next. I'm thinking they're gonna try to keep you hooked by not doing the Bolt Gundam quite yet, because I feel like they know this. They know that once the Bolt Gundam comes and goes, people are gonna lose interest. They're gonna get that. G Gundam is gonna be done. They're gonna have their set, and that's it. So I think they're gonna try to hold off on doing them quite next, just to keep you enticed. At least I'm hoping that's the case. I wouldn't mind if they said we're not doing Bolt Gundam in 2025. Instead, we're doing Rising Gundam. I'd be down for that. I think that'd be really really cool. That's a design that we don't really see a lot of, just because, I mean, it showed up in like, what, one episode? And it was basically just the Shining Gundam mixed with God Gundam, I think. I think it was just like a combination of those two put together for the most part, with like a red chest instead of a blue chest. I could be wrong, but I feel like that's basically what it was. But the weapons were pretty cool. I think it had like a javelin and a bow and arrow, which... Again, two very rare weapons for Gundam. You don't really see, especially a bow. You don't see that too often. So I think that'd be cool. I think it'd be a cool one to do. Oh, I just remembered. I have the Master Grade Sengoku. What is it? The red frame? I do actually have the Sengoku one too. I have both. I have the standard red frame and the Sengoku. But I would do the regular one first with that big old sword. That is tempting. I don't want to do that yet. That's going to take forever because of that big old sword. So we're going to hold off. Let's stick to the high grade. But that is something to keep in mind. We do have that in the backlog. Same thing with Build Tryon. That's another one where I just don't want to do that quite yet. I want to savor that one. That one I want to be in a real mood to do because I freaking love that design. I'm so glad that I actually own it. The HD, the O, I do own that. It's not a standard Gundam, but oof, that is tempting. I really like the O. That's, again, another one where I've just been savoring that one. I just had it in my backlog for years, just thinking about ideas, trying to come up with something. That's basically how the process works. I just own everything that I want to own, and then I just come and go, flipping back and forth, looking at the molding, looking at the parts, the instructions, pictures, everything, just trying to come up with ideas. Once I really just have it in my head, like, okay, this is what I want it to look like, that's typically when I'm getting the mood to actually build it. So I feel like we're slowly getting to that point where it's like, okay, I think I know what I want it to look like. I think I know how I want to go about it. It's like slowly making its way up the mental queue, if you know what I'm saying. I would freaking love it if they did season 2 of, 00 for Master Grade. I would love an Arios in Master Grade, a freaking Saravi in Master Grade. Oh my Christ. If you think the Virtue is cool as a Master Grade, imagine the Saravi in a Master Grade. Saravi, Saravi, whatever. Imagine that in a Master Grade where he splits up into that 2 separate Gundams, the giant Gundam head that's its own mech and then the main body and all that. I would love that. The Cherubin, that one is cool. Less so than the rest, but it's cool. The bits on it are cool. I will say, you know what? Because the Dynamis I do think I like better than the Cherubin. Whatever it is. The second season one, I think I like Dynamis better. But the other ones, I don't know, man. Season 2, they did a pretty good job. And then obviously we have the Exia's second form, whatever you want to call it. We already have a Master Grade of that one, so I don't really feel the need to get a 2.0 of that. I feel like that one's probably already pretty awesome. I mean, based off everything I've seen about it, it looks good enough for me. I would probably have to pass on a 2.0, especially since I already own the regular one in my backlog. Maybe I'll just do the high grade 00 Diver. That'll catalyst itself into doing the Master Grade 00, whatever the freaking heck he is. The big old backpack, because I do want to do that one, and I do own it. And I do own both. So, things to think about. Decisions. I do want to say, I've been looking at some of these third-party Master Grade model kits. They are extremely tempting. Because the price is not bad. I'm thinking of like third-party Transformers where it's like a couple $100 sometimes. For example, Legend of Star General, Zhao Yun, and White Dragon Horse. $120 for a full Master Grade robot and the horse. Both of them. And the only reason I'm going to pass is just because the horse itself looks cool. The main mech itself looks awesome, but it also looks like a pain in the ass to like put together. I can already see myself just scratching the shit out of it, just trying to put it together because there's just a lot of armor bits going on. In terms of value, you're getting a lot, which is really cool. I'm very excited to see these third-party model kit companies putting out really cool-looking designs at a very affordable price. Now I'm looking at Bai Key. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. He's looking pretty sick for $60. I don't know. This other one, Tian Ying Zing Nezha. Oh, dude, this guy looks... I might have to do this one. I just might. Oh, I gotta go drop the kids off at the pool real quick. I will be right back. Give me one second. I just gotta go drop the kids off. Phew. All right. I was hoping I was going to save that for after I finish, but whatever. There's what we're talking about. All right. So, yeah, just third-party model kits in general. It seems like the prices are not bad, and the designs look really freaking cool. So, I don't know. We'll see. I'm passing on them for now just because I just don't feel the need, but also the designs just seem like, again, there's just a lot of room for I could see myself just banging things into each other and then ruining the awesome paint job. But we'll see. I don't know. So on P Bandai, they have the Real Grade Tallgeese 2 and 3 up for pre-order, but I decided to pass on those just because Yes, I would love to have a real grade version of those designs, but I already have the master grade version, and like I said, I have so many wing designs in my backlog that I just don't feel the need to add more than I already have. If they make new designs, sure, like for example, the Taurus, we've mentioned this before, Aries, that'd be super awesome. Virgo, I think I've talked about this before, but those would be great. Plus, we have the real grade Epion as well, so there's just a lot going on with the wing line that I don't feel the need to get those quite yet. Maybe one day, but for now, we get them, we don't, we don't. Plus, I have the Flugel. I have literally every version of the Tall Geese in Master Grade, so excited to knock those out one day. Probably going to start with the Tall Geese 1, just work our way up. Probably going to do the Tall Geese 1, then maybe like the Epion. And you know what I've decided, though, in terms of the Epion? I think I'm going to do the Master Grade first before the Real Grade. I think I do like the Real Grade design better, just in terms of the proportions and the way it went about and everything. I think I want to test out some colors and stuff first on the Master Grade, then once I've kind of got things where I want them, make the Real Grade the real treat. Still drives me nuts that they made the whip into one just piece and didn't break up that segments. That's going to always drive me nuts. I freaking hate that they do stuff like that. I would have wished that they just made everything separate pieces and just let me do all the work so I can just paint everything individually. Now I'm going to have to do a ton of masking and blah, 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 blah. Honestly, I don't even have an issue with masking itself. It's just the fact that no matter how well you do masking, especially on stuff like that, it's always going to be somewhat noticeable that you had to mask it. It just looks better when the parts are separated and then you do them separately, because sometimes the masking can be off and then you're just not going to know until it's done, and it just kind of sucks when it's off. Not the biggest deal in the world. We'll live. We'll be fine. What I was thinking about doing is, since it is like that, just to keep things simple, just do the Master Grade standard style, and then the Real Grade, since the whip is already like that, just make it the heat effect. Just have it glowing so that way it's all one piece already and you don't have to deal with masking. That might be the way to go. I don't know. It's just so hard to say because the whip itself does look cool. I really do like the way it is just in its standard form. So to have it just always in the heat form, I don't know if it'll take away or not. Well, we'll have to see. It might be one of those cases where I'll do it as the heated up version just to simplify it. Someone might think it's really cool to have it like that, sell it off, get another one, and then do it standard mode. I don't know. I have two versions. Why do them same? So I think that's what I'm going to do. Like I said, I have two versions. Do the Master Grade normal. Do that one as a heated. You know what? We're doing that. Why, like I said, why are we going to have everything be the same? I think I just talked myself into it. Thanks, guys. You guys easy? Just talking to you guys helps me work myself out. In terms of getting, more model kits and everything, like I said, I've pretty much got everything I want. I don't need anything. I did decide to get a while back I think it's the Raider Gundam from the Seed line, the 1/100 version. It went on sale for like $45. I think it's normally like $60. I want to say, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was originally $70. Jeez, I'm seeing it listed for $70, but I got it for like $45, something like that, like a year or two ago. And then I did decide to get myself the Forbidden Gundam. That one looks sick as hell. I think I paid full price. I think I just said, screw it. That one looks awesome. So I went ahead and got it. Passed on the Full Mechanic's Calamity Gundam because it is a cool design. I know that they're a trio, but I'm not really a completionist when it comes to all Gundam series. It's really only G Gundam and Wing Gundam. Everything else I can just pick and choose stuff. And as cool as that design is, I just don't feel the need for it as much as I do for other designs. So I went ahead and passed on it. Maybe one day we'll go back and get it. For now, I've got the Raider and the Eclipse. Those are awesome. I think they announced the Chaos. Did they announce it or like tease it or something like that? I think they mentioned that like, yeah, they're coming, expect them. Something like that. I could swear that there was some sort of minor announcement. I might do the Chaos one. That one does look pretty unique. Like, let's be honest, it is a pretty cool design. I'm actually going to pull it up. Chaos Gundam. What a sick name. They just had such cool edgelord names in that series. But again, this is one where they make it in the 1/100 scale. It does look kind of freaking sick. Like, one thing that always gets me on a good mobile suit is big thrusters, and this guy has really big thrusters. So he's got the big thrusters in the back of the knees. He's got those big thrusters just coming out of his backpack of his shoulders and all that. So I don't know. And he's kind of got like a Death Scythe vibe to him. So there's a lot of reasons to say yes to this guy. What can I say? Same thing with the Abyss Gundam. That's just a very unique, cool looking design that I don't know. I just don't know. Am I gonna have to say yes? Didn't they show this off? I can swear they did. I don't know. I might get it. It's unique. It's cool. I'm liking the very like Japanese warrior, I don't know, like samurai-esque warrior look for it with the weapons and everything and the big ol' armor. probably going to pass on getting 2 of these. I know it has a secondary mode, but it's kind of like Scourge from Transformers. It's a very just basic, boring, just whatever mode, but still looks cool overall. I think I can get away with just having 1, and that'll be fine. Wasn't there a 3rd for him? I don't remember. Did they have a 3rd? I could swear. I'm going to have to look back. I could swear there was a hobby show. Let me see. Gundam 2025. What if I push 2025? What comes up? Didn't they announce it? I could swear. No, I think I'm wrong. These Zodiac Gundams they're showing off look so cool, but they're not making any like high grade or master grades of them. It's kind of disappointing. I would 100% buy them if they made them in any version. They just look so cool. The rat, the snake, the pig, all of them. They all look great. They just come as like, I think toys, not really as models. So, not for me. All right. I'm not finding it. I don't think it exists. It's not there. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just gaslighting everybody into believing that's true, but I could have sworn they announced like the Chaos Gundam and the Abyss Gundam and all those other seed designs that were going to come out. Let me try one last thing. Is it going to come up? Is it going to populate? Oh, there's like a Zoid Spider-Man collaboration thing? That's pretty cool. I've never even heard of this. Probably going to pass because I don't think it looks that cool, but that's awesome. They're doing the Zoids Transformers crossover. I think it's a cool idea. I just think the execution is kind of boring. They just did it where he just kind of just stands up and that's it. The head becomes the chest and then the robot head pops out and I don't know. Kind of boring. They just went the very basic route when it comes to animal Transformers. So lots of potential, not a lot of payoff. What can I say? I'm just trying to see if there's like any news on any type of Gundam stuff. No. Okay, whatever. All right, we're just moving on. Anyways, guys, I think we've been rambling on long enough. I talked about stuff for the channel. I talked about some video game stuff that I got. I talked about some Model Kit stuff that we got going on. My Ultron Gundam did come in the mail. I do have it in my backlog. I can't wait to eventually do it one day. Again, that's going to be a special little treat. I don't know when I'm going to get around to it. I definitely want to knock out some more stuff from my backlog first, just to, as always, get some good practice in, try out some stuff. I really want to do well on this. Same thing with the Dragon Gundam. I think I ordered 2 of them. I'm pretty sure I did. But again, that's going to be one where it's just such a cool design where I'm going to hold off before I jump into it because I really want to make sure I do a good job. I know I got 2 of them, but still, it's so cool that I just want to get it right both times. Same thing with the Maxter Gundam, all of them. So we'll see how things go with that. We'll see what the future holds in terms of releases. Like I said, I'm pretty much done. There's a couple things here and there that I still want to get. Other than that, I'm just really not looking out for anything. If it's cool, I might come around to get it. Who knows? But anyways, guys, I'm excited for the future of the channel. I'm going to try to keep posting out more stuff. I'm hopefully going to be making more series. I'm going to be trying to work on recording more stuff and having more stuff ready to go and edit and all that. I've got a bunch more thumbnails that I'm working on that I'm trying to produce and come up with just so I can have that saved for the future. Because I'm hoping this year, between now and June specifically, I can crank out a bunch more thumbnails. I'm thinking January, I'm going to spend that time recording. I just want to get a bunch of recording done in January. And then maybe like February, I'll do the thumbnails. I just want to get like 4 or 5 more video game thumbnails just pumped out so that way I can just be ready to go with any series that I want to do. And then, March and April, just working on a bunch more stuff. And then April moving forward, we just got to, again, buckle down and just crank out more videos that we got to get ready for year 3. So anyways, guys, thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully this was a fun little episode. I don't know if I really got into the nitty-gritty of anything. I just kind of rambled on about a bunch of stuff. But until next time, we'll see you then. Peace.